This afternoon, the judge overseeing the reforms at the Orleans Justice Center, Judge Lance Afric, held an emergency status conference to talk about the long-standing consent decree at the jail. It comes as New Orleans City Councilmen, one of them, questions whether the prison reforms are being followed at OJC. Paul Murphy joining us live tonight with new details from that meeting. Paul?
Katie, that status conference broke up here at federal court about an hour ago. Judge Lance Afric called state and local officials into his chambers to talk about Friday's prison break. He also wanted to know what steps are now being taken to secure the Orleans Justice Center. Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson was ordered into federal court for an emergency meeting with Judge Lance Afric. Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrow and representatives from the State Department of Corrections and the City of New Orleans were also summoned to appear. Judge Afric is overseeing a long-standing consent decree mandating sweeping reforms at the Orleans Justice Center. He has concerns about Friday's escape of 10 inmates at OJC. The jailbreak happened around 12:30 in the morning. Prison staff didn't notice the inmates were gone for at least 8 hours. A.G. Murrow said Judge Afric scheduled the status conference to get an update on Friday's prison break.
We wanted to reassure the judge that what our priorities are, they haven't changed. They are to recover the individuals who are have not been recovered yet, make sure that public safety is being addressed, and address security and stability at the prison.
The federal consent decree has covered operations at the Orleans Justice Center since 2013. Among the court-ordered reforms is a mandate that correctional officers conduct appropriate rounds at least once during every 30-minute period at irregular times inside each general population housing unit and at least once every 15-minute period of special management prisoners. According to New Orleans City Council member Joe Giarrusso, it doesn't appear that mandate is being followed at OJC.
Nobody's doing anything. Nobody sees anybody escaping. Nobody sees any of the video. Nobody is rounding. So it's really a black box from 12:30 in the morning till about 8:30 or 9:30 in the morning. And look, time is of the essence when these things happen.
According to A.G. Murrow, Judge Afric has requested all parties regroup in his chambers in about a week and a half. In the meantime, the Department of Corrections is doing a physical assessment of OJC.
They're going to look at the current situation. One of the things that we've had conversations about with the sheriff are the doors, sliding doors, swinging doors, locks, things like that, fencing.
And one of the remedies at Judge Afric's disposal is to actually appoint someone to run the jail, which was done in the early days of the consent decree, and there's no indication that's going to happen anytime soon. We're live outside federal court in downtown New Orleans. Paul Murphy, WWL, Louisiana.
Thanks so much, Paul. Okay, now take another look at your screen right now. These are the photos of all of the inmates who have allegedly escaped. 3 of them have been arrested. They've been transferred to state-run jails outside of New Orleans.
Yeah, 7 of those inmates on this screen right now, they are still on the run. Victims or witnesses of their alleged crimes can call police for help if they're worried. We'll have more the suspects who are on the run coming up later on in this newscast.